we think Dricus Du Plessis is going to win the fight. And he's going to win it soundly. I mean, he looks like a different fighter since he got the nose repaired. It seems like he's on target to win the belt, and he's talking as though he has already won the belt. That's the key here. He's talking as though he already won the belt. And then he goes after Khamzat, right? He's coming after Khamzat. But before we go further into that, you see Dricus and Sean Strickland 15-16 in the top 20 on the dude list. Someone's jumping way up into the top 10. It's just I'm just kind of waiting for this fight. And of course, you know, Khamzat is number 1 on the dude list right now. John Jones 2, Islam, Alex, Leon, Charles Oliveira rounding out the top 6. And you can see all the way to number 10 there, Israel Adesanya. He's still in the mix. In the middleweight division, Strickland's a champ, Dricus number 2. Adesanya's still 1. If Dricus wins, Adesanya drops to 2. So that's kind of where this thing sits. And exactly what I told you would happen to Khamzat is starting to happen, because if our prediction comes true, and that's why we played this thing right off the top. If Dricus wins, he's already saying, who is Khamzat beat? I mean, who is the guy beat? Struggled with Gilbert Burns. Beat Usman. His last real middleweight win was against Gerald Meerschaert. That came in 17 seconds. So Dricus is saying it's ridiculous that he will fight Khamzat next, and that Adesanya is more likely to get the fight. And this is why, again, Khamzat is going to have trouble getting fights from opponents. Why would Adesanya fight Khamzat right now? There's nothing to gain and everything to lose. If Dricus wins, he's up next. If Sean Strickland wins, then maybe he does fight Khamzat. And this is why you have a UFC 300. You're waiting for things to happen. A lot is going to come from this fight this week at UFC 297. If Sean Strickland wins, then Strickland waits for 6 to 8 months before he defends it again. If Dricus wins and he wins quick, you never know. You could see a quick turnaround at 300 against Adesanya. You just never know. And that's kind of why it's going this way. But in terms of Khamzat, he's going to get put on the back burner, is likely not going to get a title fight in his next fight. And that's what I said in the how do you offer the winner of him and Usman a title fight? They're not even really middleweights ranked in that division. I mean, it was absurd. But guess what? You got the fight done. And you kept Khamzat on the card at that time. You remember with Paulo Costa pulling out? So you keep Khamzat on the card, you tell him what he needs to hear, and you get him to fight, and it turns out he won the fight. But he's not getting a title fight in his next fight. That's the problem with all this talk.
He's gonna fight, wait, he's gonna fight, wait, hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fighter call, UFC at its height, yeah. Bringing that thunder with all his might, saying step up, wanna fight, hold up, think twice, gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon, walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded, wake up, hey, where you at, hey, got hit in the head with a baseball bat.